And one more thing I want to do is acknowledge Mr. Norfleet. Yeah, what? So I was looking through the files the other day. Everyone has a file in here. Like the CIA, we keep a file on you. Permanent record. So I was looking at Mr. Norfleet's file and just looking at the day that he signed up. So it was August 18th of 2007. Isn't that cool? So here it is. See that? That's his enrollment agreement back then. August of 2007. Well, we opened in 2006, 2007. So he's been here the longest of anybody. He is the most loyal student of the dojo. There are a few others that have you within a year or two, but he's got the longest record here. And it shows, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Isn't he a great teacher?
Yes, sir.
He's not a good teacher, he's a great teacher. And how you become a great teacher is your personality flows through you. You know, because I can give the information to 100 people, well, 80 will quit, 10 will stick around, and 2 will be great. And he's one of them. So his loyalty to the school is tremendous. Now you would agree we've all had ups and downs. Mm-hmm. Your journey in Budo, no matter how long it is, you do this, ups and downs. But he's always been here, he never quit. So to look at his old thing, some of you weren't even born at that time. So he's going on roughly 14 years of dojo dedication, several times a week, thousands and thousands of hours. That is a long time. So he is someone that you should look up to, not just as a teacher, but someone who endures and perseveres, which is what that means on the window. The symbol on the window means when an enemy holds a sword over my heart, I will not give up. No matter what happens in my life, how much pressure is on me, how much fear is in me, I will not give up. I will endure and persevere no matter what odds you put against me. That's what the symbol means. And he is literally an embodiment of that. So I just wanted to acknowledge Mr. Norfleet, who is a bushi, which means a gentleman warrior. He is a bushi. But I wanted to give him something tonight as a token appreciation from me to him on how long he's been here. So come forward, Mr. Norfleet. So this is, you can open this later. It's a sword, I think. It's a nice katana for him, so that he can display it at home. He can protect his family if he had to. But long after I'm gone and you're still young and spry, you can remember me in the school 30, 40 years from now, hopefully. Okay. So Mr. Norfleet, you're one of my best friends. Much more than a student. If anything ever happened in my life, you would be one of the first people that I would call. And someday, if the school ever is turned over to anybody, you must be there to carry it on no matter what happens. So Mr. Norfleet, I want to give you this on behalf of not just me, but everybody here and everybody that's been and gone. So many have quit, but he remains, doesn't he? And hopefully you will be here as long as him. Because when you're here 15 years, he'll be here 30. And hopefully one day when we're much, much older, you can wheel us around and we'll remember fondly. But thank you, sir, for being part of the dojo. It wouldn't be the same without you, so you can't leave now. You are stuck with us. So, omedetou gozaimasu.
Good job.
I'd hug you, but with COVID guidelines, we have to just acknowledge. Okay?
Okay.
Tonight's election night. Everyone vote, or at least if you could, good?
Yes.
Don't worry too much about it. Our world isn't going to change much. No matter who's president, it doesn't really matter that much. Local matters more. So hopefully you voted for local things, because that will affect us immediately. But regardless, we thank you for coming in to train tonight. I'd rather be here than at home watching, because that just brings about stress and things like that. So the fact that you're here working on yourself tomorrow, when the world continues to go on, no matter what happens, next week, a month later, what we're doing here is more important, because here will set our life for success. Here we will succeed through the training. Whatever happens externally is important to a point, but my direct results of our life comes from my own things that I do every day, not what happens in Washington, okay? Just something to think about. Something to think about. You can be passionate, but my gosh, it's what I do in the dojo in between that really forms my life. So let us acknowledge each other, and then we're going to wash our hands, get a drink of water, come back for some knife fighting. You ready? Yeah. When we come back, everyone needs a fake knife per team.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, have to, I must. Thank you, everybody.